Jesus said to his disciples, "If you know me, then you will also know my Father. From now on, you know him and have seen him." Philip said to Jesus, "Master, show us the Father, and that will be enough for us." Jesus said to him, "Have I been with you for so long a time, and you still do not know me, Philip? Whoever has seen me has seen the Father." How can you say, "Show us the Father"? Do you not believe that I am in the Father and the Father is in me? The words that I speak to you, I do not speak on my own. The Father who dwells in me, doing his works. Believe me that I am in the Father and the Father is in me. Or else, believe because of the works themselves. Amen, amen, I say to you, whoever believes in me will do the works that I do, and will do greater ones than these, because I am going to the Father. And whatever you ask in my name, I will do, so that the Father may be glorified in the Son. If you ask anything of me in my name, I will do it. My dear sisters and brothers, the request or prayer that the Apostle Philip brings to Jesus, "Master, show us the Father." And that is enough for us. This prayer is an echo of an age-old longing of the ancient sages of all cultures and religions. The great longing to see the face of God. They sang of that longing deep in their hearts, a longing to see the face of God. When they sang of that longing, they knew that was an unrealizable dream, an impossible longing. The venerable Greek philosophers spoke of God, the invisible, living in unapproachable light, the transcendent God. The material human person could never see him, could never go anywhere near him. And even the Jews had this saying, if anyone saw the face of God, he would die. Moses, in the Old Testament, the one person who was so close to God, Moses spoke to God directly, we are told. At one time, Moses wanted to see the face of God, and God said no. All that Moses was granted was to see the back of God when God was passing by. Man could never see the face of God. And now Jesus is telling Philip, those who see me see the face of God. Jesus was a human, material, human person. And God the Father, the eternal, invisible, glorious God, and God's face made visible in Jesus Christ. A great mystery, the mystery of all mysteries, is revealed. The most astonishing, amazing mystery. I'm sure Philip and the other apostles were amazed at this revelation. And Jesus continued, the words I say are not my words. The works I do are not my works. These are the words, the works of my Father, that I may reveal to you. My Father, I am in my Father, and the Father is in me. We need to understand this great mystery, to experience the magnificence of our faith. Looking at the face of Jesus, we see the face of the eternal, glorious Father. Jesus, God who chose to live with us. He chose to come down to a very ordinary home, to a very ordinary family. In the ancient world, if anyone said God was come down, he would have really thought he would have come down to a royal palace in all the might and majesty. And that's why when the Magi thought a king was born, newborn king of the Jews, they went straight to the palace of Herod, and they were misled. But God chose to be born in an ordinary, less than ordinary situation in a manger. The greatness was not in might and pomp and majesty. Greatness on this earth is in being human. Nothing more is to be added for greatness. Being human is what is great on this earth. And when he grew up, he chose to earn his living working as a carpenter. He was not ashamed to work as a carpenter, accepting all the hardship of the working class. He knew the difficulty of earning his life, of making both ends meet. He knew the embarrassment of dealing with an ill-mannered customer who would not pay his bills. In the Old Testament, work was considered a curse. You shall eat your bread by the sweat of your face was the curse. That curse, Jesus turned to glory when he put his hand to a carpenter's tools. And he chose the struggle to be tempted. To be tempted. You know, when we think of God, we think of him living in serenity and peace. But we see God going through the struggle of being tempted. Not living in absolute peace and serenity. He chose our struggle of temptations, that he may sanctify our struggles against temptations. We see in him a God loving. To enter into love means to enter into pain. One can choose to be detached from all relationships, and one could live in a shore beyond pain and beyond all tensions. But Jesus chose to love and weep and sob. He chose to be wounded. He chose a life of relationships, sanctifying all the relationships that we live in. He chose to be betrayed. He chose to be denied. He chose to be despised because he chose to love